What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Breaking Point in F1 2021. So we're moving on into chapter 9 now. We had some frustrations in the last video surrounding that, so we'll read that there. Mechanical failures and team strategy frustrations have impacted Ackerman's early races this season, with the grid now heading to Zandvoort in Ackerman's native country of the Netherlands. He hopes that a return home will be the panacea to his recent struggles. So, we're at the Dutch Grand Prix several weeks later. So let's check out the weather real quick. I guess it doesn't give us that right there, but we'll go ahead and go to the race. So I don't know if we're doing the entire race or what's going on here. So, with family in the crowd, Casper Ackerman looks to a familiar track to turn his fortunes.
The crowd's all behind you today, Cass. Let's use that momentum and see what you can do out there.
Alright, so it looks like we're starting P8. Let's check out our strategy. It looks like we're running the medium tires until lap number 9. And then we're going to swap over to our soft tires. The last 9 laps of the race. We got 20 laps of fuel. So we'll go ahead and jump into it. We're doing 18 laps, and our objective, as you can see on the left, is to finish on the podium. So we have to come in at least 3rd place. So we'll see what we can do with obtaining that. This is first time I've kind of like played on this track. Well, it's the first time I've played on this track in this game, at least. So I need to get used to it for a couple of laps. The AI is definitely going to be bunched up a little bit at the beginning. So our best attempt at doing some overtakes is going to be later on in the race, and there's some space created. We don't have to battle an entire pack at one time and just battle, a single driver. Just going position by position. I'm not trying to do massive jumps. So right now we're just fighting to get into 7th in front of Carlos Sainz. Trying not to run into the back of anybody. Track is definitely a bunch of fast corners. So we can't get in front of signs here. Side by side using our ERS. And we're in front. We really overshot that turn. Or did we just strategically pass Bottas? One of the two happened. Just got bumped a little bit by Bottas, it feels like. He may have just taken himself out of the race. I kind of want to see what just happened there. Yeah, he kind of hit us. And the curb. Unfortunate moments there. Alright, so coming into that turn, he kind of hit the curb and hit us a little bit, so just kind of spun himself out and just got off the track. Okay. So, here we go. I think we're okay on damage. Looks like he just hit a tire. And we are in 6th position currently. We're trying to catch up to Charles Leclerc to get into 5th position. That's how you count. Usually it goes down a number. So, let's see what we can do here. Alright, ERS moving around the turn here. And get inside of him. I think that's what we're going to do a lot of our passing.
Okay, DRS is
around. And DRS is going to be activated this lap, so we need to be as close as possible to Mr. Perez up there. And as far away as possible from Mr. Leclerc behind us. We just have to be in within 1 second of the person in front of us to get the DRS. And there's only certain zones that you can have that, so we need to make sure that we're cutting out way wide. Alright, we're right behind Perez, and he's right behind Mr. Lando Norris. So we might be able to get both of them on this tuck here. On the inside of Perez. And past him. And just put the fastest lap up.
Nice overtake.
And we're just riding the butt of Lando and seeing if we can't get onto that podium. Like I said, we're probably going to get up into P1, honestly, just because we don't have the difficulty set too high on the AI. Just because, you know, we're casually playing through this game mode. You know, when we jump into my team, we'll kind of make it to where it's a little more realistic, as, you know, when you go into my team, you're a new F1 team starting out, so obviously you shouldn't be able to compete with, you know, Mercedes and Ferrari, like, right off the bat. You know, we want to make sure that that's somewhat realistic, and that, you know, as we upgrade, we can actually make a fight, or put up a fighting chance, if you will. Got DRS through there because we're within a second of Lando. Ooh, we almost took him out there. We got around him though, so we are on podium right now. We just have to hold at least this position, but we've got Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen up in first and second. And we'll catch up to them a lot using our ERS to this turn. We just absolutely fly through that turn.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.9 seconds.
We're on lap number 5, so like I said, we're trying to catch up here to Hamilton and Verstappen. Alright, this is our big turn. We could make it happen here. Oh, we let off the gas a little too much. I'm not going to get around Hamilton here.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
We just pass him on the outside. Looks like we did. Okay. This is where his Mercedes teammate hit us back through that turn. But we're up into second place now. And we're fighting for first against Mr. Verstappen, who's currently the championship leader for F1. I should say in real life, right? I'm sure he's probably close to leading it on here if he's not. But then again, we don't really have championship points on this game mode. Oh my gosh, we're gonna pass him there. Whew. Ooh, hard on the brakes. That wasn't a very good turn. Too busy looking behind us. Alright, here we go. We're up into first. And, you know, you just gotta hold it for 12 more laps. Shouldn't be an issue. Again, we plan on pretty low difficulty. Just to be able to get through this and, you know, get used to the game again and get used to the new steering wheel that I'm using, being the Logitech G920. There's still like a setting that's missing that was in the game, but they took it out for some reason, but it's the wheel degree of rotation. So basically when I started using the wheel on the game, you had to like spin the wheel almost its entire rotation to get the car to even turn like this much. So like if I was doing this turn, I would have had to like crank the wheel the whole like 450 degrees left or right to actually make that turn, and that's not realistic for F1. As you can see, the driver in the cockpit is like barely at 90, like a little over, you know, 90 degrees on the turning of the wheel when he's, you know, going around those steep turns. As you can see, like right here, he's like just a little bit over 90 degrees where the wheel's like up and down. So basically it made driving in this game almost impossible because you can't especially with like a chicane like we just went through, you wouldn't be able to do that, having to spin the wheel 3 times each way. So I thought there was an issue there, and you know, right now they still don't have that setting back into the game. It was in the game earlier, because I've seen a video of somebody editing it, but I think they've taken it out of the game, so I guess there was an issue there. But I found a workaround. It's probably not the best way to do it, but I cranked the actual steering sensitivity for the wheel all the way up to 85%. So that's out of 100. So there's like a bar. And I've cranked it all the way up to 85%, and that makes it to where it's at least usable. So I'm still waiting on the wheel degree of rotation, you know, setting to come back in to like make it a little more, I guess, realistic feeling, if you want to call it that. But for right now, you know, just cranking that one setting up has helped out and at least made the wheel usable. So, but we're still just kind of getting used to it. I've used a wheel on an F1 game before, but you know, I've got a different wheel now, so just trying to get used to it and how it reacts. And you know, I'm using different pedals now, so trying to get used to all that as well. Looks like we're actually going into the pit on this lap. Alright, so we're pitting. Looks like Max and Hamilton, or Verstappen and Hamilton, are staying out. So we're dropping down. That was a long pit stop. We may be the only ones to pit so early.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Okay. So I like pitting earlier, quite honestly, because I think it kind of gives you an advantage later on in the race. Because everybody else is probably going to pit this coming lap. But I'd rather be pitted early. But that's just me. So we're back to 8. But like I said, everybody else has to pit. So the fact that we went in at 1, or in first, and came out at 8th is really not that bad, on the fact that the pack is really, you know, excluding Verstappen and Hamilton, we're all kind of together right through here. And so we've got soft tires on now, so should have a little better grip. We got the DRS again because we're back with the pack. We got Fernando Alonso behind us, or in front of us, not behind us. Taking him way outside there. We got to round him on the outside. We're going to fight back up. We got Lance Stroll and Carlos Sainz in front of us. I would assume that they're going pits. Yeah. They're dropping to the pit. Everybody's in the pit, so we're going to jump right up into first.
Aiden is in the pits. Aiden in the pits.
Oh, Norris and Sergio Perez, I think is what his first name is, are still out, so they still have to pit, so they're going for a later pit stop, which is fine. It's a nice strategy. So we're going to see if we can catch up to them before they go into the pit on probably this upcoming lap. Alright, we didn't catch up to them before they went into the pits. But we did get the new fastest lap, as we should, just because we're the fastest driver out here. You know, not saying that to brag, but just the way the AIs are set, they aren't going to be posting fastest laps more than likely. And we're on our new slick tires, so as these babies get warmed up, we should just be able to get faster and faster lap times, in theory, unless we have, you know, a bad run of something. Alright, another fastest lap, so we're just going to be coasting probably until the end of the race here. Now we've got 6 more laps to go. So unless anything interesting happens, which it shouldn't, but if anything interesting happens, we'll pop back up. But we'll just go ahead and jump towards the end of the race. Alright, so we're flying into our final lap now.
This is your final lap of the race.
So we just have this final thing to go. As you can see on the top left, we are light years away from Verstappen and Hamilton, who are in second place. So easy finish. It's just been a long race as far as, you know, doing the 18 full laps. So yeah, we'll see you at the finish line, and then, you know, be heading to that podium to stand at the top and in the middle. Coming up to the finish line, trying to set a fastest lap, and I think we got it. Barely, but I think we got it.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
P1 there for Mr. Ackerman. We've had two P1s with Mr. Aiden Jackson in the last season, technically. But it'd actually just be the last video for you all. So, not too bad there. So there we are. Gets to celebrate P1 on the podium at his home track.
They'll be incredibly happy with today's result.
The old celebration. Everybody gets the champagne. There we go. All right. Do we get to do a press conference now? Yes, we do.
Fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
A podium finish today, Casper. Here in front of your home crowd. How does it feel?
Alright, it means the world to me to have this performance in front of my family. I'm very pleased. I still want to continue to prove myself and remain competitive out there. It's great to be able to give the Dutch fans something to cheer about. We'll go with that one.
Well, for me, what really makes this track special is the fans. I know the Dutch F1 fans are really excited to have a Grand Prix in the Netherlands again. They're here for Max too, of course, but their support means a lot. And I'm pleased to be able to give them something to cheer today.
And the fastest lap too today. Is that something you expected?
Alright, I can't say we expected it, but it's a welcome surprise. Every point counts. We're going to say we did expect it, and we expect it from ourselves every single race. Got to hold ourselves to a higher standard here.
All the work the team does is to be the fastest out there. That's really the only goal. So yes, we did expect it. And we expect it from ourselves every single race. Whether or not we achieve it is another matter. But we're not surprised when we do well. That's what we're all working towards.
How
Good
is
answer.
everything at Haas? Are spirits high? Is the team happy?
Alright, yes, of course. We've had a bumpy start, but thankfully we've got a lot of races left. No comment, or things aren't 100% right now, but we've struggled a bit recently. We struggled a bit recently, but the focus is very much on turning things around. We're going to go with this one.
Yes, of course. We've had a bit of a bumpy start, but we're looking to rectify that, and thankfully we got a lot of races left, so we're looking forward to the season ahead. But the only thing you can ever really focus on is the next race, so that's what I'll be looking to do.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Alright. Good answers, good answers. So, Chapter 9. Casper Ackerman put on a virtuoso performance at the Dutch Grand Prix with a podium finish in front of his home fans. Got another cutscene here.
Hey man, great race today.
Thanks.
Nice one, Casper.
Good old Devin Butler here.
Can't argue with that performance. Shame your teammate couldn't bring himself to congratulate you.
Nah, well, he's just a kid.
Well, kid who's getting signed by Ferrari.
So they say.
Never gonna happen.
Oh?
You keep a secret?
Yeah, sure.
I've been approached.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Keep it under your hat, but talks are going well. So you're gonna have to get on with Jackson for a little while longer.
Yeah, well, we get on fine.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah?
I was chatting with one of your mechanics. He had some very interesting things to say about Jackson. You know what his problem is, don't you?
Go on.
Thinks you're getting too old. Says you're not fast enough anymore.
Too old?
Hey, mate, his words, not mine. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. See, he should respect you like I do. Great race out there today, buddy. Yeah?
Oh, what a
Ciao.
snake. Out here just spreading the rumors. Getting in everybody's head. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next chapter. Ackerman wins Dutch Grand Prix. Good thing in our book there. Alright, so we're going to advance. Actually, we've got a phone call here from Zoe. Let's see what that is.
Hey, Lily's dancing in the garage. It's hilarious. Can you come?
Just catching up on a few things.
Sure. Hey, I booked us a restaurant for tonight.
What about Lily?
Your mother's happy to take care of her.
Great, then I can't wait.
Reason to celebrate, right?
Celebration dinner.
Thanks, Zoe. See you later.
Bye.
I mean, with P1, I'd be doing some celebrating, that's for sure. So here we go, the next chapter. We're going to Canadian Grand Prix. We are mid-race, so with several laps remaining, Haas looks to be in a favorable position with both of its drivers in the points. Casper Ackerman continues to push forward, and his team, Aiden Jackson, is continuing to gain ground on him. Sounds like we're going to run into some more drama.
Casper Jackson is faster than you. We need you to let him pass. Do you copy, Casper? Let Jackson pass, please.
I don't understand.
You can have the place back if you can't pull away.
Is he lapping quicker?
Yeah, he's behind you, Casper. Confirm you'll let him pass, please.
No, he's not close enough.
Come on, Casper.
Alright, so jumping in, we've got Aiden behind us.
Don't do this.
He's not faster.
Got to prove a point here.
This is a team order. Do you copy, Casper?
He's not faster.
Alright, don't let Jackson pass. Okay, so we've got 4 laps remaining in the Canadian Grand Prix, and we've been ordered to let Jackson get by us, but we can't let that happen. Okay, shouldn't be an issue for pulling away from them, it seems. See if we can't get some more positions up here. We're gonna see if we can't pass Norris. Trying to get around him, but I don't want to hit him. I actually like Lando. If it was Devin Butler, I wouldn't think twice. Alright, we got DRS on him. Let's get on the outside. Got him there. Alright. Up into 7th. Curious if it's going to like automatically put Jackson right behind us. Ooh, too much. Too much going into that turn. A long straightaway here, though. Got Charles Leclerc in front of us in 5th position. A little corner cut there. I don't know how much I can cut that corner without it yelling at me, so we're just going to test the waters a little bit. Got 2 laps to go. And we've got... Alright, let's rewind that. Not ideal. We have a little less power coming out of the turn. Again, we're just still getting used to the game. Getting used to our new steering wheel being the Logitech G920. And, you know, just playing around with it. We're not being super competitive right now. We're using, you know, the rewind function. These AI aren't set on anything high. I'm just trying to get through the story, because it's actually a good story. And we'll start taking, you know, everything a little more seriously as we go into the My Teams mode. Where, you know, stuff actually matters. Because really, no matter what we do here, as long as we stay in front of Aiden, it's not going to do anything for us or against us or anything like that, so...
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright. And we're almost down to 2 laps to go, so... Got Danny Rick in our sights now for 5th place. Let's see if we can't get past him. So that corner cut. Let's quick out of that. I'm just riding Ricardo's butt right now. Trying to get by. Put on ERS. Put him up beside it. Got the position going into the turn, so we get easy pass there. Alright, up into 5th. I don't know if we'll be able to climb any higher. This turn kind of is way slow for us. Kind of hold up everybody through there. That's how everybody can catch up. You can see Aiden's dot on the map as we go around that, so he's not like he's that far behind us. Ricardo's getting DRS through there. ERS on for a little bit of
This is your final lap of the
space
race.
between us. Alright, but we are on to the final lap now, which is nice. Alright, so we're coming down kind of the final straightaway. We've got the little chicane, and then the finish line is right around that. So, not too bad. We did keep Aiden behind us, which was the objective, but we also climbed up to 5th, I think.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So somebody's not going to be too happy about that, because we, you know, disobeyed a direct order or a team order. Let's see here. So we've got Aiden and Casper.
No,
in
just talk to me for once. Just let go.
Paddock.
Back off! Why do you have to be like this? Oh, so I'm the problem! You won't let me pass. You won't even talk to me.
You want respect, you give respect. That's how it works.
How about you give me a little respect?
How about you earn it first?
How am I supposed to do that? I'm all ears.
You give me space out there. What's your problem?
I'm trying to win.
Oh, and that makes you special?
You're a nightmare, Casper.
Not ideal. Teammates fighting that much is not
You won't
good.
have to put up with me for much longer.
What's that supposed to mean?
I am sick and tired of all this. I'm done.
You what?
I'm retiring.
Wait. What? Casper! Casper!
Okay. And it looks like somebody is recording it?
Wait.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna go viral?
Casper!
Okay, that's not ideal. Alright, so Chapter 11. The Canadian Grand Prix appeared to be the nadir of Ackerman and Jackson's relationship, with footage of the altercation going viral. Haas are hoping that both drivers can start to move past it over the course of the Australian Grand Prix and prevent this season from ending in a similar fashion to the last one. So that's where we'll end this video. More drama going on. You know, at that point, it's probably on Ackerman a little bit. He should just let it pass, but, you know, we're playing the story mode, so that's what you have it. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed if you want to see, you know, the continuation of this Breaking Point story mode, because I'm going to be playing through every bit of it. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.